Hello, I'm the AC, and this is the AC Stories. I'm going to read another section from my experimental once-a-day story, Snippets. My eyes open to reveal Lionel staring down at me. He quickly looks away, kind of like he does not want me to know he is staring. "Sorry to wake you, boy," he says while turning back to look at me. "It looks like you really made yourself at home on that vent. That's good. I'm glad you like it here." He quickly snaps his attention away again. After the second time, I realize he is actually nervously watching the door. Was he expecting to come? He looks back at me, then right back at the door a few times in quick succession, with a slight smile as if he has realized I am also watching it now. "Oh, are you curious about why I'm waiting here?" Lionel rubs my head while continuing to watch the door with me. He lets out a tiny chuckle before continuing to speak. "I was not supposed to bring you here. Of course, I would not take you anywhere else. However, I do not have any food or other stuff to take care of you properly." He pauses a second to release a single nervous chuckle. "I asked Kathy to bring some stuff over for you. That may turn out to be a big mistake. Immediately after I asked her, I got a bad feeling. Not sure why, but now I'm worried that Meredith will show up somehow. I'm just nervous about who will actually show up." As if on cue, my ears perk up when they sense something approaching. There's a sound of a door shutting that even Lionel notices. Our attention focuses on the door as we listen to the encroaching footsteps. There's a knock on the door, and then a tense moment of silence. "Hello, I'm here," says a voice from the other side of the door. There's a slight hesitation before Lionel opens the door. "Hi, Kathy," he says calmly. "I never noticed before how much your voice sounds like your mother." "Do not mention my mother right now," Kathy practically snarls. "She makes me furious. Of course she would do something like this. Poor Jasper does not deserve all her hostility." "Yeah, I know," Lionel agrees a bit dishearteningly. "Believe me, I know how difficult it is to deal with her." "I do not know why you put up with her any more than your job requires," Kathy continues. "I know it is your job to take care of Terry, but I still cannot understand why you do so much more." "Yeah," is Lionel's only doubtful response. Before the moment can get awkward, Kathy spots me. "Oh, hey Jasper!" Her mood instantly seems to inversely change. "How are you? I'm so glad to see you are okay." She energetically, almost aggressively, rubs me all over. Once the enthusiasm of the petting starts to fade, though, so does her brief cheerfulness. She stops petting me and stands up with a sigh. Her demeanor dulls further as she walks back over to the door. "Okay, well, everything I brought for Jasper is still in my car. Will you come out and help me bring it, everything?" "Yeah, of course," Lionel responds lazily, but without hesitation. They both walk out the door without another word. At first I just watched the door without moving. My impatience grows quickly though, so I move to the door. The door is shut and there are no windows, so it is not possible to see what Kathy and Lionel are doing outside. I can hear them moving around out there. I would try listening more intently to hear them talk, but they do not seem to be saying anything at all. The sound of a car door shutting while the house's door opens makes this intense listening unnecessary. Lionel walks in first to set a couple bags down, while Kathy follows right after to do the same. "This is more than I expected you to bring her," Lionel says while looking over all the bags. "Will Meredith be suspicious when she sees all this is gone?" Kathy scoffs before answering no. "My mother has already thrown all this out when I found it. If anything, she would be glad to see it all gone, and that she will not care where it went. This is all just another act to show how terrible she can be." Any remaining sternness escapes from her with a long sigh. She just silently stares at me. "Are you alright, Kathy?" Lionel starts to break Kathy out her awkward stare. "Yeah, Kathy sighs. "I'm just tired of all of this. It feels like we keep having to jump through hoops just to avoid more drama. No matter what though, there's always something that sets her off." She finishes her little rant with a defeated chuckle. There's a moment of Lionel obviously searching for the best thing to say. He never finds them though, and only gives a nod in their place. Kathy looks at Lionel expecting an actual response. She shakes her head in disappointment after realizing a nod is all she gets. I think think it is probably time for me to leave now. Even after saying this, Kathy does not move for a moment. It is not until Lionel is about to say something that she walks out the door before he can utter a word. The door shuts without so much as another word or look from her. Lionel lets out another sigh as he just looks at the door. He does not stop staring until there are sounds of a car driving away. He gives me a blank stare too. Finally, he looks away, grabs everything that was brought in, goes further into the house, and leaves me alone to stew in confusion. That is my latest section of Snippets. Like I said before, it is an experimental story I've been writing 1 sentence a day for the past couple years. If you want to keep up with it every day, I post it regularly on my Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Twitter's probably the easiest and cleanest to see it at. So yeah, if you're interested in just a sentence a day worth of a story, you can find it looking through all of those. But yeah, what do you think of this story if you've been keeping up with it, or just this little bit so far? Let me know. If you like what you heard, go and like the video. If you want to see me read more of the stuff I've written, go and subscribe to my channel. You can see why I do all that. But until next time, I'm the AC. Thank you for watching, and bye.